Now, a former girlfriend of accused number 3 in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has told the High Court in Pretoria that she knew nothing of the firearm allegedly found in possession of Mthobisi Mncube. Kagiso Defo detailed Mncube's 2015 arrest on an unrelated matter in which police confiscated a gun. That gun was linked to a taxi-related murder in Alexandra, for which Mncube was sentenced to 35 years imprisonment. Mncube and 4 others are on trial for the 2014 murder of the soccer star. And Criselda, once again, as you join us live now to give us a sense of how things wrapped up in court today, Mthobisi Mncube again back in sharp focus.
Well, absolutely, and his former girlfriend, Kagiso Defo, as you correctly pointed out, took the stand. She basically says she moved in with accused number 3, that's of course Mthobisi Mncube, shortly after they'd met Bongiwe in January of 2015. She says he proposed a love relationship and she moved in with him in Malvern because at the time she was looking for accommodation here in Johannesburg, and she basically wanted to be closer to work. She then went on then to describe how some weeks later, on about the 9th of February at about 4 p.m, he was arrested. Let's take a listen.
Just before we got to the gate, then appeared a red vehicle that was driving at a high speed, and that was the police vehicle. And they came and suddenly brake to where we were, and also quickly alighted that vehicle. And they were carrying firearms with them. They alighted the vehicle and they pointed him with the firearms, and they instructed him to lie down, and they started searching him.
So Bongiwe, after police went into the yard and accessed their room, she says she remained outside with a female police officer while 2 male officers had searched the room. She says one of the officers then indicated that he'd found a firearm on top of the wardrobe. She described that firearm as black in color and about 20 to 25 centimeters long. That's what she says was found on the wardrobe.
That is when one of the police officers said that he found a firearm on top of the wardrobe. That is when he asked that female police officer that was with me outside and said that she must go and fetch the, I should think it is the forensic bags from the vehicle. They took that firearm and put it in the bag, but before they could put it in there, they asked us, do we know this firearm? Personally, I replied by saying, I don't know this firearm. And then the accused person didn't reply. He kept quiet.
So when Defo was asked if she saw police seize anything else, she says a box, but she does not know what was contained in that particular box. Also of interest, Defo also describing Mncube as having dreadlocks at the time. You'd recall, Bongiwe, this is the same description that was given by some of the witnesses who took the stand, amongst them, of course, those that were inside the house when the 2 alleged intruders entered the Khumalo home. This description, which Mncube spotted in 2015, was corroborated by a former landlord, Chipane Kgapola, who also took the stand. Let's take a listen.
Do you perhaps remember how Mr. Mncube looked like at that particular time?
Yes, I do. The only thing I remember in detail was the fact that he had dreadlocks.
But as would be expected, Mncube's lawyer, advocate Charles Mnisi, questioning Kgapola if he knew of Mncube's appearance before he began renting that property in 2015. Because, of course, what he's in that particular court for is related, of course, to the murder of Senzo Meyiwa back in 2014. Let's take a listen.
In 2014, 26 October 2014.
Yes.
Yeah, you do not know how the gentleman who came to your place in January 2015 looked like then, not so?
I only met him on
Yes.
16 January 2015.
Well, none of the other defense lawyers, Wongiwe, had any cross-examination for the former girlfriend of accused number 3, Mthobisi Mncube. What's expected tomorrow, a pathologist is expected to take the stand tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
And it's going to be interesting, Criselda, to hear exactly what they say, about some of what they would have found there. That's Criselda Lewis, SABC News reporter who was, of course, watching the developments in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial for us.